Welcome to the Fear and Greed Business Interview. I'm Sean Aylmer. Every Friday over the last 6 weeks, we've worked with the team at trading platform moomoo to explore some of the technology and data that investors can use to make smarter decisions. Today, we're putting it all together. Remember, the information in this episode is general in nature and doesn't take into account your own circumstances. Michael McCarthy is the Chief Commercial Officer and Market Strategist at trading platform moomoo, a great supporter of this podcast. Michael, welcome back to Fear and Greed. I feel like we're old friends, really, aren't we?
Oh, it's been quite a journey, Sean, quite the journey.
It has.
Most enjoyable.
Now, the purpose of a trading platform isn't just to facilitate the buying and selling of shares. There's a lot more to it than that. It's about research, education, developing as an investor, Michael.
Absolutely, Sean. And that's one of the keys to it. You've got to have all the basics there. You've got to be able to transact. You've got to be able to find the information you need and to have the tools that you want to use. But one of the toughest parts about investing is that it can be a very lonely life. It's your business and your investments, and it's you against the market. And to have a community to work with in that scenario can really help. And that's one of the real strengths of the moomoo platform. We have 23 million users worldwide, and they come together around the markets they're interested in, whether it's stocks or a broader market, and share their views, share the conversation, share a few jokes too. I won't kid you that it's all serious, but it's an opportunity to share the investing journey. So while you must have the tools, you must have a good value broker, you must be able to get the information you need, and you must be able to learn about investing, being able to share the journey is one of the keys because, as I say, investing and trading can be a lonely journey, and sharing it with others who are like-minded individuals can ease the burden and even make it fun at times.
It's 23 million, you said. That's quite a phenomenal number. Where are they from? I mean, it's great to actually have a community, but that's more than a community. That's a lot of people, presumably with a lot of great ideas.
We're a global broker, Sean. We're all around the world. So Hong Kong and Singapore are major hubs for us, but we're in Malaysia, Japan, Canada, the US, and of course here in Australia. And amongst all of those countries, we have a very strong presence around the globe.
Fantastic. Okay, now artificial intelligence has been a theme throughout the past few weeks. We've talked a lot about it during the series. It seems pretty self-evident to me that if you're not using a platform with AI, well, you're behind the game already.
I'd have to agree with that, Sean. The reality is that AI is a tool or a suite of tools that help us provide you with what you need when you need it. And that's one of the keys in the market, is knowing not only what's important, but accessing that information in good time. So as results are dropping and other people are typing their numbers into spreadsheets, you'll be able to compare the expectations that are already listed for you on the platform against the numbers as they're falling and react instantly while everybody else is still figuring out their financial ratios.
And I suppose that's one of the things I've learned through this is the ability to move quickly is where moomoo helps, but also the ability to get ideas and strategies from others, right from famous investors like Warren Buffett right through to anyone on the platform, really.
Well, that's right. And so you can go where your style is best suited. Everybody's different as an investor or trader. We all come to the market with different attributes, whether it's our age, our goals, the amount of capital we have, our risk appetites. They're all different and they're all individual. But you can find other individuals who share some of your attributes and share some ideas with them.
Stay with me, Michael. We'll be back in a minute. My guest this morning is Michael McCarthy from moomoo. So is there someone that's best suited to the moomoo platform, or is it general enough to suit pretty much everyone?
It's the real strength of the platform, Sean, is that it's designed to be easy to use. So even a first-time newcomer to the market can open up the platform, type in a code and get some information that they can use immediately. But even sophisticated traders and investors with decades of experience in the market can use the really deep and rich information and tools on the platform to come up with something special. So there is something for everybody on the platform, and there is also a path to take. You can start at the very beginning. You might start with one of the pre-made screeners that we have to show you the sort of stocks you might be interested in, and then you can start tweaking those screeners, and before you know it, you're trading algorithms in our paper trading competition and matching it with the best of them around the globe. So there is a path through the platform to better investment practices.
So what's your favourite tool on the moomoo platform, Michael? If you had to pick one, in fact, you're allowed to pick two or three.
All right. Well, I'll go for it. Well, I've mentioned before, I'm an options trader by background. I'm a derivative specialist. And for me, the options chain tool is really powerful. It allows me to select exactly the option that I want, the leverage that I want, the exposure, the delta, all those Greek letters that we use to describe option exposures. I can analyze on the platform and create my strategy and even check out the pricing on it before I execute. And that's a very important part of my options strategy. But there's plenty of other great tools. I'm a chartist from way back and I like our chart package, but the one that I don't see anywhere else is our industry chains tool, where if you think of an idea or a stock you like, but you think you might be a little behind the game and it's already moved, you can look up and down the industry chain to see what other companies might be affected by the changes you're seeing in the market and perhaps find a better investment that way in the related companies. So that's a tool I don't see on other platforms. I've used many platforms over the years, both as a professional trader and as a personal investor. And the moomoo platform has the most powerful tools available to individuals I've ever seen.
So most of us aren't like you, Michael. Most of us probably don't understand what derivatives trading is about and the underlying risk in that. But how does moomoo help you understand, it doesn't have to be derivatives trading, but other products in the market?
I think the important part for me, Sean, is that it's always trying to put the relevant information in front of you. In the information age where there's floods of information available, it's not about getting the information, it's about sorting it and getting the right piece of information at the right time. And that's what we use artificial intelligence for on the platform. We analyse the sorts of results that are coming out and use our algorithms to predict what will be the most powerful pieces of information out of a given result. Now, if it's a resource company, it might be its quarterly production. If it's a finance group or a bank, it might be its return on investment. If it's an industrial stock, it might be its price to earnings ratio. And we try and make sure that our algorithms are searching for the most relevant pieces of information and presenting them to our investors in a very timely manner.
Okay, so someone listening who hasn't used moomoo, what's the next step? What's the first thing they should be doing?
Download the platform or download the app. We find a lot of people like to start on the phone app. It's very straightforward. It's streamlined. It's very intuitive. So download the app, open it up, create an ID. And once you have that ID, you've started your journey. You can then go on as you learn to work out what it is you'd like to do. You can test your ideas with our paper trading modules.
Yeah, I love this one.
Yeah, and that's a very powerful tool for a lot of people. It's great to get the ideas, to chat with people and to work it out. But until you actually go to put on a trade and see how it performs in the market, you just don't know how well your strategy is formulated. Being able to do that without taking any risk, that is trading it on paper rather than with real money, means that you can test your ideas in the market before you actually put any money on the line. And that's a very important step in every investor's journey to becoming successful as an investor, is starting out at a lower risk end of the spectrum.
So in a sense, you can jump in there and educate yourself without putting any money at risk, literally any money at risk, until you are confident that you know what you're doing.
Oh, Sean, I want to take you back. I was studying applied finance at Macquarie University, and the professor who was teaching us about mathematical calculations said, just get the calculator book. Now, we don't have calculators anymore. It's all done on computers. But he said, if you can work your way through the calculator book, you will understand the mathematics we do in this course. And the moomoo platform is very similar. If you can work your way through the platform, understand those tools and what they're doing for you, you'll learn a lot about investment without ever cracking open a textbook. It's designed to take you through all of those different principles of investing and trading until you found your sweet spot and are confident in what you're doing.
Michael, I think the thing that I like most of all, it allows me to invest like Warren Buffett. The whole idea that you can pick a Warren Buffett strategy, and for someone like me who knows a fair bit about markets, but nothing like the depth you have, the idea that you can follow someone, I think is a great idea.
It's very powerful. And of course, Warren Buffett is a very popular choice for following, but many successful traders are on our platform, and we do expose a lot of professional investment strategies. So people can find the style and the approach that best suits their aims, goals, and amount of capital.
Michael, thank you for talking to Fear and Greed.
Thank you, Sean.
That was Michael McCarthy from Moomoo, a great supporter of this podcast. For more information on the Moomoo platform, follow the link in today's show notes. It is very easy. I have downloaded the app. Genuinely, for someone like me who doesn't do it every day, it's really step-by-step, easy to get there. Remember, the information in this podcast is general in nature and you should get professional advice and make sure a product is right for you before proceeding. This is the Fear and Greed Business Interview. Join us every morning for the full episode of Fear and Greed, daily business news for people who make their own decisions. I'm Sean Aylmer. Enjoy your day.